Good day to all science students. In this video lesson, we are going to tackle about forces in action, wherein we are going to tackle the net force and then the balance and unbalanced forces. Okay, for learning competencies, draw a free body diagram to represent the relative magnitude and direction of the forces involving balance and unbalanced forces. Identify and describe everyday situations that demonstrate a balanced forces, such as a box resting in an inclined plane, a man standing still, or an object moving with constant velocity, and unbalanced forces such as freely falling fruit or an accelerating car. And number 3, identify that when forces are not balanced, they can cause changes in the object's speed or direction of motion. Okay, for learning objectives, calculate net force acting on an object. Recognize how the net force determines the consequent motion of an object. Identify the forces that act between objects. Represent a force through a force vector. And determine the effect of concurrent force on an object. Okay, net force. What is net force? When two or more forces act on a body at different points, the consequent motion of the body is determined by the net force. For example, if we are going to compute for the net force of bodies that are in the same direction or one direction, we're just going to add all those forces. So when two people push a crate at the same time in the same direction, the forces add up to a net force, kagaya ng nasa formula. If each person exerts a force of 2 Newton, then the net force is 4 Newton. Assuming this crate, itong dalawang taong ito, ang tinulak nila ng 2 Newton, the same 2 Newton. So with the same direction, meaning the net force is 4 Newton, you're going to add the two forces. So however, if they push with the same magnitude at opposite directions, then the net force is 0. So parehas 2 Newton, magkakontrahan yung direction. So magkakaroon tayo ng negative force, which is the F sub 2. So 2 Newton plus the negative 2 Newton, therefore the result is 0. Therefore there is no motion. Walang paggalaw na mangyayari po dyan kung equal yung magnitude in opposite direction. So for opposing forces with different magnitudes, the direction of the net force is always the same as the direction of the force with greater magnitude, or the net force is the vector sum of all forces acting on it. Paano naman kung magkaiba yung direction pero magkaiba naman ang magnitude? So syempre kung i-minus natin yun, kung ano yung direction ng mas malaki ang magnitude, yun ang direction ng motion. So assuming that the direction of 7 Newton is going to the east and the 10 Newton is going to the west. So therefore, we are going to deduct that. So applying the formula, net force is equals to F sub 1 plus F sub 2. Kaya lang magkaibang direction po. Nagkataon na yung west is, so kung sa symbol pala po doon sa quadrant, ang east is positive, west is negative. And then north is positive and south is negative. Kung titignan po natin dito, yung direction ng 10 Newton is going to the west, is 7 Newton is going to the east. So ang magiging net force niya, yung i-minus natin is 3 Newton going to the west. Kasi nga po, ang force is a vector quantity. It needs direction. So calculate the net force in the following situations. So number 1, 2 Newton to the east and 5 Newton to the west. Number 2, 10 Newton to the south and 5 Newton south. So 20 Newton north and 60 Newton south. 100 Newton northeast and 16 Newton southwest. 150 Newton southeast and 300 Newton northwest. So sampulan po natin itong number 1. So kung yan ay west and east, so 2 Newton going to the east and 5 Newton going to the west. So same, applying the formula. So 2 Newton going to the east plus 5 Newton to the west. So magiging negative yung 5 kasi nga going to the opposite direction with the east. Applying now the computing now, the value will become 3 Newton to the west. Kung nagtataka ko po bakit nawala yung negative, that is the absolute value ang kukunin natin. Kasi ang purpose lang naman ng negative is the opposing direction. Kung itong number 2, tingnan natin, 10 Newton to the south and 5 Newton to the south. That is the same direction. Ano kayang sagot dyan? So, simple lang, you're just going to add, that is 15 Newton going to the south. So, kapag same ang direction, you're just going to add. Opposite direction, ga-apply na natin yung negative. So, magkakaroon ng subtraction. So, free body diagram. In many situations, multiple forces such as the force of gravity, normal force, friction, and applied force come into play. So, the figure below illustrates various forces applied on a crate. For example, this crate So the normal force, yung nakalay lang siya dyan sa sahig. And then applied force, ito po yung pagtulak nitong tao, itong applied force. And then the gravitational force, that is already given. And then the friction force, this is the force opposing the applied force. So yung kumukontra dun sa applied force is the friction force. So to easily understand the net force acting on an object, you can use a free body diagram. Follow these steps to draw a free body diagram. So number 1, determine the specific object for which you want to draw the free body diagram. So aling object ba yung i-identify natin yung mga forces? And isolate the object you're analyzing from its surroundings. Represent with a dot. Identify all the forces acting on the object. Use arrows on a Cartesian plane to represent these forces. If forces are not along the cardinal directions, the north, south, east, and west, specify their angles with respect to a reference axis. And label all the forces on the body. So, try natin. Double check to ensure you have included all relevant forces. So, dito sa mini test, tingnan natin. Identify all the forces involved in each situation below. Draw a free body diagram for each. Then, the ball interacts with the fluid. So, the buoyant force acts upward, while the force of gravity acts downward. So, ayan. Yung upward force, the upward force of a fluid is the so-called buoyant force, yung pataas po yan. And then ito naman bola ay sinihila siya pababa nitong force of gravity. So meaning, may dalawang force na involved dyan sa bola na nasa fluid. So ito naman, kayo na po ang maglalagay nito. Draw a free body diagram like this. To identify the forces, halimbawa dito sa parachute na to. And then dito sa crate, dito sa bata nag-i-slide. Ano yung mga forces na involved dyan. So kayang-kaya nyo na yan. Okay, determine the net force of the system. So dito, kung titingnan natin sa illustration, ayan, yung bote na tatlo, pinaglagyan ng fork or tinidor na intertwined, and then nilagyan ng baso, and then nilagyan ng tubig. So kung titingnan natin dyan sa picture, how are we going to analyze? So what are the types of forces acting on the system? And what is the net force of the system? Tingnan natin. So palakihin natin yung picture. So, number 1, what are the type of force acting on the system? So, the forces, ayan, number 1, the gravitational force. And number 2 is the normal force. So, the forces acting on the system includes gravitational force, which is downward, and the normal force, upward force exerted by the intertwined fork on the glass. So, what is the net force of the system? Sa tingin po ninyo, what is the net force? Hindi naman siya gumagalaw, walang motion. So, the net force is 0, meaning the normal force and then the gravitational force are equal in magnitude, but only in opposite direction. That's caused the net force to be 0. So to observe the effects of various forces acting on an object, it is important to determine the net force acting upon the object. For two-dimensional problems, the net force should be calculated by combining forces acting in the same direction. For example, in this free body diagram of the cart being pushed, so kapag tinulak niyan, kung kukunin natin yung mga forces na involved dyan, we have the normal force, yung nakalatag siya dyan. We have the gravitational force. So kung titignan natin, naka-negative sign yung gravitational force. Kasi kung doon sa gagamitan natin yung x and y axis sa quadrant, sa Cartesian plane, ito pong normal force going upward, this is positive. And then itong applied force, which is going to this part to the east, positive. And then ito naman, the frictional force, it should be F sub F or frictional force, negative. And then the gravitational force is negative. So kunin natin, ayan yung mga value niya. Normal force is 490 Newton. Gravitational force is 490 Newton. The applied force is 144 Newton. And the friction force is negative 94 Newton. Tingnan natin. So based on the figure below, the forces in the x-axis are friction and applied forces, while the gravitational normal forces are along the y-axis. If the applied force, the frictional force, and the normal force and the force of gravity are 144 Newton, 94 Newton, 490 Newton, and 490 Newton respectively, what is the net force along the x and y axis? Frictional and gravitational forces are negative, while normal and applied forces are positive. Kunin muna natin yung sa x-axis. So ito po yung x-axis. We have the net force for x. Yan. Net force for x-axis is equals to the applied force plus the frictional force. Kaya lang yung friction is in opposite direction, we are going to use the negative sign. Substituting now the formula, the value of applied force is 144 Newton plus the value of frictional force is negative 94 Newton. So we are going to subtract, so that the result is 50 Newton. That is the net force on x-axis. What about in y-axis? Dito naman sa normal force and gravitational force. Sa tingin ninyo, ilan ang net force? Kapag equal, in opposite direction, the net force should always be equal to 0. Kasi magkaibang direction and the same magnitude or amount of forces. So if the net force is 0, it indicates a state of balanced forces. In this case, the object will either remain stationary or move at a constant speed in a constant direction. Conversely, if the net force is not 0, the forces acting on the body are unbalanced, causing the body to move in the direction of the net force. A non-zero net force or unbalanced force can cause a stationary body to move, or a moving body to change its speed and or direction of motion. On the other hand, a zero net force or balanced force does not cause any change in the motion of the body. Stationary object will remain at rest, while moving objects will remain moving at a constant speed in a constant direction of motion. So ayan, malinaw po. Pag sinabing balanced forces, hindi to magko-cause ng motion or hindi magko-cause ng pagbabago ng direction of motion or speed of motion. Unbalanced forces, yung stationary object gagalaw because of the unbalanced force. Yun namang moving object can cause to change direction or change in speed of the moving object. So for a mini test, determine whether the following situations involve balance or B or unbalanced or UB forces. Ang sasagot natin dyan is B or UB. So tossing a coin, sitting on a chair, throwing a ball, a falling stone, hanging a mobile sculpture, a car moving at a constant speed, the stable structure of a building, a kid sliding on a pool slide, swinging as a hammer to drive a nail, a box on top of the table. Tingnan natin. Try natin tingnan, sagutin ito. Sa number 1, ayan, unbalanced. Sa number 2, balance. Number 3 is unbalanced. Number 4, unbalanced. Number 5 is balance. Number 6, balance. Number 7, balance. Number 8, unbalanced. And 9, unbalanced. And then number 10 is balance. Tingnan natin. Try natin lagyan ng explanation. Bakit itong number 1 is unbalanced force? Tingnan natin. So for number 1, bakit siya tinawag na unbalanced? An applied force will cause the coin to move upward. Assuming negligible air resistance, only the force of gravity acts on the coin and pulls downward. As the coin ascends, it moves with decreasing speed and stops upon reaching the maximum height. So kung titingnan natin dun sa part na naabot niya yung maximum height, tumigil yung motion. Meaning, doon nagkaroon ng balance force. Doon sa tumigil siya. Pero, doon sa habang umaangat siya, bumabagal yung nagkakaroon ng decreasing in speed, that is unbalanced. And then, pag stop niya, mahuhulog na siya pabalik, descends with increasing speed. So, applying the acceleration due to gravity, so the coin will accelerate or papabili siya habang every second, bumibili siya ng 9.8 meter per second. So, the coin has varying speed and or direction. The forces acting on it are unbalanced. Thus, the net force is not 0. So, ang nagkaroon doon ng unbalance is yung papataas siya at yung papababa yung coin. Sa number 2, bakit naman siya naging balance? Tingnan natin. So, sitting on a chair is a balanced force. When sitting on a chair, the upward normal force balances the downward gravitational force. There is no change in speed and or direction. The forces acting on it are balanced. Thus, the net force is 0. Ayan, panoorin po natin ito. Ayan, nagkaroon ng unbalance. Naging 100 Newton yung going to the right, 50 Newton yung to the left. Ayan, balance, walang paggalaw. So, balance din. Ayan, 350 Newton. Yung naging unbalance siya, 350 Newton na yung going to the right. Ayan, i-balance natin, no motion. Ayan, unbalance siya, 300 Newton going to the left.